Hi guys, Cleo and Marmalade here to make two big announcements. Okay, you're digging your claws into my lap. Anyway, here to make two big announcements, and I'll get them out as fast as I can because I'm sure you guys really want to know about the Humble Indie Bundle 5 contest. So, first up, raise your hand or click like if you may or may not have heard of Comic-Con in San Diego. Yay! Well, my news doesn't really pertain to Comic-Con. It does, however, pertain to a smaller convention going on the same week as Comic-Con called GamerCon, with a centric focus on video games instead of, you know, buy our stuff, buy our stuff, buy our stuff. It runs July 11th to the 15th, and tickets are really cheap. I'm not exactly sure what they are. $10 per day. I think it's $30 for the whole week. And if you go to gamercon.com, you can read more about it. And the reason that I'm pimping GamerCon is, guess what? This is really entertaining, sorry. Guess what? I'm going to have my own panel there. Yeah! What kind of panel, you ask? Well, it's going to be about Let's Plays. Basically, I'm going to discuss what kind of programs to use, what kind of equipment, what kind of practices you should and shouldn't do. I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of Let's Playing from my own Google research, and I'm also going to say some things about my experiences with the different website services things. I'll be better prepared in the panel, I promise. I'm also going to talk about the different websites I've used and compare and contrast and just basically say everything that I have learned on my own about Let's Playing, since a lot of you guys are always asking me, how do you make Let's Plays? Well, if you're in or around San Diego during the week of Comic-Con, you should get a ticket for GamerCon and go to my panel. I'm probably going to have a couple of them. I mean, it'll be the same material, but I'll have it on different days so different people can go to it. So if you can just go to one of those days, then it'll be great. As for which day, I don't know yet because I haven't done the schedule yet, but I think I'm definitely going to do at least one weekend day, probably Saturday, and the rest hasn't been determined yet. We're actually still figuring that out. But anyway, so that is one thing if you're going to be, like I said, in San Diego on Comic-Con, during Comic-Con week. It's literally, the GamerCon is held in the not Geek Theater. It's called in 10th Avenue Theater. Held in 10th Avenue Theater, which is easy, well, easy if you're not totally lazy, walking distance from the actual convention center where Comic-Con is. So basically, if you go for Comic-Con, you can just walk across a couple of streets to get to GamerCon, so it's very convenient in that sense. Not convenient for parking, but that's downtown San Diego. Alright, now, moving on to the very important part, Humble Indie Bundle 5! Humble Indie Bundle 5! It's the best bundle yet! It's the best bundle yet! I'm sorry, I'm like really excited because this literally, okay, so I had never heard of I had never heard of Humble Indie Bundle before Humble Indie Bundle 4 when the guy who founded it was nice enough to actually send me some free codes for that bundle, and I gave them away to you guys with that whole contest, which if you want to see the videos, I mean obviously the contest is not going on anymore, but the videos are on the website. Go to playlist and click Humble Indie Bundle for contest playlist, and then you can watch all the videos where I did one video where I talked about the contest, and then I did one video per game in the bundle. Well, there's only 3 days left. Actually, there's 3 days, 2 hours, 1 minute, and 6 seconds as of me looking at the little timer on the website for Humble Indie Bundle 5. So I'm not going to go the whole shebang. I'm not going to do a video of each one. What I'm going to do is just really quickly, I'm going to read to you the little snippet of each game that they have in the bundle, and if I've played that game, because I've played about half of these so far, I will give you my own 2 cents. But seriously, this is an amazing, amazing, amazing bundle. And for those of you who still don't know what a Humble Indie Bundle is, it's a promotion that basically indie developers decide to kind of donate their game for a limited time for really, really cheap, and basically you set the price that you want to donate. And not only that, you decide, like there's little slider bars, and you say like, oh, you know, I'm going to pay $8 for all these games, and I want $4 to go to developers and $4 to go to charity. Or it could be like 5 cents to developers and, you know, $7.95 charity. I hate math. Yes, anyway, the point is you set the price, and of course you can definitely donate more, and I would strongly urge you that you should donate more, and you can actually donate less as well, but why would you? I mean, it's a good cause, you're rewarding indie developers, you're rewarding, well, you're helping charity. I mean, it's win-win. But for those of you who can't afford even $8.38, which will give you all of the games, otherwise you can get some of the games, I do have 2 codes to give away. So, if you want those codes, pay attention. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Okay. You need to watch this video all the way through. I know, oh my god, you're so busy, you can't take that much time, but listen anyway. Watch this video all the way through, and then I want you to leave a comment of at least 100 words Yes, at least 100 words or 200 characters, whatever. Just more than 5 seconds, or more than five letters, you know. And we're like, I want that. Okay, so, I'm sorry, this is the most scatterbrained rules ever. Basically, just leave a sizable comment talking about which of the games in the bundle, Bundle 5, that you're most excited about, and why you really want the bundle. And, I will look through your comments, and two people who have the most in-depth, the most original, the most, you know, not copy-pasta comments about which their favorite game is and why they want it, I will give the codes to. Now, you only have today, which is, I don't even know what today is. What is today? Today is Monday, June 11th. You have today and tomorrow until noon of Wednesday, so noon of June 13th, Pacific Standard Time, to post your comment. Because if you do after that, by the time I give you the code, it won't be good anymore. And also, you need to be here Wednesday, early Wednesday, so when I give you the code, you can use it. Because unfortunately, if I give you the code and you don't use it until after the time runs out, then it won't be good anymore and you won't get the games, and it'll be a waste of a code. So, if you can understand all that, alright, so, watch this video, and then leave a comment on which game you're most excited about. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the little blurb that it has on the Humble Indie Bundle 5 site for each of these games and show some gameplay. So, I'm going to do that right now. Okay? Are you ready? Alright, let's get started. Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery EP. Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery EP delivers a completely fresh adventure gaming experience, defying conventions to develop a unique kind of storytelling. The plot is unveiled in sessions, each of which involves traveling through the countryside and solving puzzles and combat challenges. Every scene overflows with rich graphic and auditory details, featuring distinctive artwork by Super Brothers Incorporated, and music and sound design by Jim Guthrie. Where did the Sim come from? Cool! Next! Haha, Limbo! I like Limbo. Okay. Limbo. The captivating puzzle platformer Limbo is a modern classic, putting players in control of a boy's journey through a tense and hostile world. The protagonist is as fragile and hardy as you'd expect of a young kid. Haha, they put conflicting terms, fragile and hardy. Anyway, making for a novel and sometimes surprisingly intense adventure. With incredibly tight platforming, detailed 2D graphics, and well-designed puzzles, Limbo has rightfully earned critical and popular acclaim for the Danish indie studio Play Dead. That's a nice name for a studio. Like, people can fly. Oh, you guys should be very familiar with this one. Amnesia: The Dark Descent by Frictional Games. Amnesia: The Dark Descent is Frictional Games' first-person survival horror masterpiece, pitting a weaponless protagonist against the darkest secrets of the castle he's trapped in, with an emphasis on puzzle solving and maintaining sanity amidst unspeakable abominations. Well, you just spoke about it, but anyway. Amnesia's tense adventure breaks new ground for a well-loved but challenging genre. And Psychonauts, one that I shamefully have not played yet, even though I know it's supposed to be a really awesome game, and now I can with the Humble Indie Bundle, and so can you if you enter this contest in time and or just buy it and donate to the indie developers and charity, which is also a very good option, and you should definitely do that if you have $9 to spare. $9 or more. Alright, Psychonauts. The acclaimed action platformer Psychonauts bears all the marks of a mad Tim Schafer Double Fine creation. A zany premise, standout characters, and fun above all gameplay. In Psychonauts, you play as Raz, a psychically gifted kid at a summer camp / training facility for mentalist super agents. When the camp falls to a dastardly deception, it's up to Raz to traverse through the minds of various camp characters to save himself and his friends. Yay! And Bastion, which I'm also Let's Playing, so if you really want to see more of Bastion, you can go check out the Bastion Let's Play, which again, if you go to my channel and go to playlists, it's there in the Bastion playlist. Or you can just go to my channel and look for Bastion. Bastion! The action RPG... Okay, let's try that again. The action RPG Bastion won over the gaming public with its incredible attention to every detail, from the tight combat controls to the inspired narrator-driven storytelling in novel... William Shatner. Okay, to the inspired narrator-driven storytelling in a novel post-apocalyptic fantasy world. Have you noticed, like, almost all these blurbs have the word novel in them? But that's okay. That's a good word. Players take on the role of the kid, entrusted with the thankless task of restoring the world after a disastrous calamity. With a none-too-small arsenal of stylized weapons, jaw-dropping art, and amazing music, Bastion truly deserves its reputation as a must-play indie game by Supergiant Games, who are already nice enough to send me a free copy so I could let's play it and talk about it. So thank you very much, Supergiant. And if you don't have Bastion and you want it, again, enter this contest or buy it from the site. Next, Lone Survivor. Lone Survivor is a psychological survival adventure with art, design, and music by the one-man studio, Superflat Games. The surgical mask-wearing protagonist has survived a disaster and must now face the world's twisted creatures, as well as the potential unraveling of his own mind. I don't know. So there's 2 more that are really cool. Braid, which has won all of the awards, and I still haven't played it, so I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited, oh my god! Yeah, I'm a 16-year-old girl, whatever. I'm not really. I am a girl, but I'm not 16. Braid challenges players to solve incredibly clever platforming puzzles by manipulating the flow of time. It released to near-universal praise, surprising audiences with its refreshing gameplay while also upending notions about game design and independent game development. Yeah, take that, big companies saying that indie games suck. You suck, my man. That was the best rebuttal ever. As part of Humble Indie Bundle 2, and now Humble Indie Bundle 5, Braid is absolutely a must-play among must-plays. Okay. And then the last one, which I actually already included in was included in Humble Indie Bundle 4, so there's a video of that up if you want to see it on my channel, not to be a broken record, but Super Meat Boy! Super Meat Boy is what you get when you mold a little man out of ground meat and put him in a world full of tricky gaps, slides, and hazards. Planned to perish many times in the course of saving Bandage Girl from Dr. Fetus, but prepare to bask in the glory of pulling off impossible platforming feats. Well, they're not impossible if you did it, but yeah. Unlocking secret characters and triumphing over 300 plus levels. And there you have it, everybody. Those are the games that are in the Humble Indie Bundle 5 right now. And you need to leave a comment right now. Like I said, leave a comment, a chunky comment that's not copy pasta, about which of these games you're most excited and why. And whoever writes the best comment to top people by noon of Wednesday the 13th, June, I know the month, gets a free code, but you have to do it before then, and you have to activate the code as soon as you get it, because it runs out in 3 days. Alright? Alright, got it? Go, my minions! Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna start calling you like my little chocolate truffles, so. My little chocolate truffles! Go! Leave a comment right now. Okay, bye.